Welcome back. You're listening to the Keeping Your Money Show with Jamie Westenbarger. Retiring successfully rarely happens by accident, so don't leave something as important as your retirement to chance. Now you can sit down face-to-face with Jamie Westenbarger for a complimentary consultation or second opinion. Call Jamie at 888-98-MONEY to set up your appointment. That's 888-986-6639. And now, here are your hosts, Jamie Westenbarger and Bart Steinler.
Welcome back to the Keeping Your Money Show. This is Bart Steinler. I was joined by Shannon Simon. Now I'm joined by Nate Boonstra. So,
morning, Bart. How's it going?
Going great. Nate's going to talk to us a little bit about an article he pulled up. It was published in the New York Times, and it deals with Social Security disability. But before we get into that, I do want to remind everybody that on Thursday, July 26th, we have our annual charity golf outing where all of the proceeds go to support Kids Food Basket, which is a wonderful, wonderful organization. And we are looking still to fill up some of our teams. So if you're interested in getting involved in that, you can give us a call at 1-888-98-MONEY. That's 1-888-986-6639. Now, I'm going to do something that is very, very risky for me because my wife listens to this show all the time, and I am going to make a plea to look for some women here. But the reason I want to look for women is because I want to sponsor a women's golf team, okay? Nothing more than that, all right? So if you know any women out there, or if there's any women listening and you're golfers, and you would like to participate in our golf outing, and also you'd be willing to spend a little bit of money while you're there, which would go to help Kids Food Basket, which feeds children who are not normally getting dinner at night in our area. 8,000 sack suppers a day are delivered by Kids Food Basket. And the whole purpose of this golf outing, besides having a good time, is to help make that happen. So give me a call at 888-98-MONEY, 888-986-6639, and say, hey, I heard Bart was looking for some women to form a golf team or two for the golf outing on Thursday, July 26th, and we will get back to you. Okay? All right, Nate Boonstra. This article about Social Security disability, and it's kind of surprising because it's been going up and up and up every year, the expenses for it and the number of people applying for disability. But according to this article that you're showing me, it looks like the trend is starting to reverse itself.
Yeah, exactly. It was kind of shocking news to everybody, unless you were working with the administration very closely. They put out an estimate 2 years ago that said there would be enough funds in the disability program to last until 2023, and now they just changed the outlook to 2032. And that, I think that goes to attribute the strength of our underlying economy. There's a lot more jobs available that aren't necessarily, factory jobs that are very labor intensive. There's a lot more opportunity for people to get in the workforce, and we've seen that with the unemployment numbers coming down as well.
So we're seeing improvement because there's more opportunities for people to get in the workforce and jobs that do not have a high degree of labor. Are there any other things that are contributing to the fact that that the rate is being lowered?
Yeah, and the baby boomers are getting older, so they're getting on Medicare and filing for regular Social Security as well. So that's helping out as well.
Okay. One other thing, too, is that some of the court cases that come to challenge some of the disability claims, it seems like the amount that are being decided in favor of people who are claiming disability, that percentage is going down. So 48% of the appeals are still successful, but it used to be in 2008 that 69% of the appeals were being successful. So that's also having a effect on the number of people that are collecting disability. And there's kind of two ways to look at that, and some people may look at it and say, well, it's not fair that those people are looking to collect disability and they don't get it because of a court case. But the flip side of it is that with any program of that size, there's going to be a certain percentage of fraud.
Exactly. And they want to make sure that people that are actually disabled are getting the funds.
Yeah. So if the fraud becomes too high of a percentage of the total, then that's going to affect adversely the people who are truly in need, who are truly disabled, who truly cannot go out and get another job.
And they're making the requirements a lot harder to qualify for disability as well.
Well, that's good news that the thing is going out now. That the rate at which the program is going to run out of money is now 4 years more out into the future. So if the improvements in the experience rate continue, that 4 years could extend to 6, 8, 10, 12 years, and that would be a big difference for our country as far as some of the deficits that we have and some of the problems that we're going to have in the future funding all of the programs for the baby boomers and Social Security and Medicaid and Medicare and everything else.
Exactly. Time will tell. Maybe one day I'll be able to see a little Social Security.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, Nate, but if the audience cannot see this, but Nate and I are of different generations, so I'm a lot closer to collecting than he is, probably by about 40 years. So another thing that I saw in this article that I thought was really, really inspirational is that there was a gentleman who had cerebral palsy, and he was 31 years old and basically had been receiving Social Security checks in one form or another for almost his entire life. And there was a landscape company that offered him a full-time job, but now he had, for all of his life, including his adult life, he had that safety net of Social Security there, and through disability, Social Security disability, and it was really hard for him to break away and from that safety net. But this company, they kept the conversations going 2 or 3 times, and they had a full-time position that he was quite capable of handling and did not require a lot of physical ability that he did not have. And so he finally decided, you know what, I'm going to go for it, and I'm going to take this job, and I will still be able to get partial Social Security disability and have a job and give my life a lot more meaning. And so he went that step and took the job.
It's great to see that employers out there are like that. Give the guy a chance and have him be able to do something.
Yeah, and he said here, I was still terrified of going off disability, but I never had a job with real benefits and real hours. And, it really made a big difference in his life. And he decided, after working a full-time job, that he was actually going to go out and try to get a second job and replace the additional $895 a month that he was getting. So the company, this landscape company and supply company that he was working for, heard the story that he was going out to get another job to replace his benefits, and they said, well, wait here. Why don't we just give you some more responsibility at your current job, and then we can justify giving you a raise to offset that $895, and that's what they did.
It's pretty fantastic to see, and there's more and more of those jobs popping up each and every day. Look around town here locally in Grand Rapids, and I see help wanted signs just about everywhere.
Yeah, and a lot of the jobs, like when I was in my early 20s, I worked in a few factories, and they were jobs that were pretty physically grueling. But a lot of the jobs that are available today are can be done from a desktop and are not so physically grueling. So
and
that
even
a lot of people who permanently were not able to be employed can be employed by these. Okay, that's great news. We're going to be right back on the Keeping Your Money show with David Bennett from the David Bennett Company, who's going to talk about the type of work and consulting that he does for individuals and companies and how that might benefit you.